Cris Pannullo returned for his 11th game on Jeopardy! The same game that was unfortunately spoiled for a lot of fans.
Winner's Circle. Jeopardy spoiled it for us.
He won a 10-day total of $333,723. Obligatory thumbs up. Marianne Dos Santos introduced herself the same way April Marquette did. I wonder if she also has a friend who's hearing impaired that she decided to sign her name for. There were also a few fans who commented that she was their teacher. That's crazy that all her students ended up finding each other because of this game. Ken Jennings' instruction was, with his 10th win, Cris Pannullo has now officially reached the status of Jeopardy Super Champion. Officially. In fact, there have been only 14 players in Jeopardy history who have now won more consecutive games than Cris, who's proving what a strong player our current champion really is. Will he head into another weekend as a Jeopardy champion? Or is it Rhiannon or Marianne's chance to shine here on the Alex Trebek stage? I'm really surprised Ken didn't remind us of the upcoming Second Chance tournament because whoever wins today won't return again until November. One of the categories was poker hands. Should be right up Chris's alley. Showing some leg while hitchhiking won Claudette Colbert a 1934 Oscar. 1 of 5 for this film. The answer was it happened one night. I kept asking myself, why does it happen one night? It sounds so familiar. Then I remembered that was the background information for the final Jeopardy answer when Margaret Shelton defeated Christine Welshel. Unlike previous games, Cris didn't get the first daily double. In fact, this is Chris's first game not getting the first daily double. Instead, it was Rhiannon. I loved her reaction, though. She said she'll make it a true daily double. I wonder why Ken sometimes doesn't remind them that they could risk up to $1,000. Rhiannon answered correctly and went to $800. After Cris answered what is Broadway, Ken told him he ran the category. Again, he didn't answer them in order, so I didn't actually keep track of it myself. Marianne ended the first round winning $2,800. Rhiannon was in third place at $1,200, and Cris was in the lead at $10,800. There have been a few potpourri-related categories recently. This time it's potpourri. Each response beginning in P. Cris got the first daily double in Double Jeopardy, wagered $3,000, got it right, and went to $18,200.
He got both daily doubles.
Cris got a back-to-back daily double, the first time since Erica Hossack did in his third game, both of whom are some of the greatest daily double hunters, as William Weiser likes to call them. He wagered $1,800, got it right, and went to $20,000 even. The Latin word for French is in this word that means to make something French in that attitude or language. Marianne buzzed in and answered, "What is Francophy?" Then when no one else buzzed in, Ken prefaced, "Even with Marianne's French expertise, she missed Gallici." After Cris answered, "What is Iceland?" Ken told him he ran the category. He ran 2 categories in this episode, the most since Ryan did in his 13th game. And even more interestingly, Ryan Long and Amy Schneider were the only 2 super champions in Scene 38 to run 3 categories. Cris just ran 2, so let's see how many he can actually run in a single episode. Even just running a single category is impressive. Cris ended Double Jeopardy winning $35,200. Rhiannon was in second place at $5,200, and Marianne was in third place at $3,200. They all ended in 200. The final Jeopardy category was authors. The question was, featuring a statue of a man escaping his grave, his tomb in the Amiens contrasts with the title of his 1864 adventure novel. 1864 adventure novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Jules Verne. Marianne and Rhiannon both went down to 200. That's interesting. They were aiming for a score that still ends in 200, whether right or wrong. When Chris's answer was revealed, he asked, "Who was Verne? Journey to the Center of the Earth?" Ken told him, "Very good, yes, unlike the novel Journey to the Center of the Earth. This is an engineering title out of the earth on Jules Verne's tomb. He came to you a little too late." I would hate for that to happen if I was a contestant. I already feel really bad for Cris. Meanwhile, I got the author correct and not the novel. I would have lucked out if I was playing, though. What was I thinking? 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Cris risked $12,221, taking him down to $22,979, and he's at an 11-day total of $356,702. The overheard on set was titled, "Practice Makes Perfect." Ken told Cris it was a fantastic week and asked how he'll stay in shape for Jeopardy in his time off. Cris answered to just keep watching Jeopardy. Ken asked, what kind of things does an 11-day champ have on Jeopardy flashcards if it doesn't give away too many secrets? Cris answered, I mean, a lot of the things that you'd think would come up regularly, state capitals, world capitals, books like by Vernon Dumas. Ken and I are both in the outro. The Jeopardy YouTube channel unprivated their video of Chris's interview after he won 11 games. Sarah asked the usual, how does it feel to be a super champion? Cris answered, it feels incredible, it feels like a dream. She also asked the usual, what are you going to do with your winnings? Cris answered, I think I said earlier I was going to put it under a mattress, and so now I think with the winnings, I just buy a second mattress. They then talk about Chris's strategy of answering on the left side of the board. Cris said he was trying to find his favorite clues from the category and seeing if the Daily Double might be there. Sarah mentioned the poker category. This time it was her who mentioned the categories are selected before they even know who the contestants are. Meanwhile, Ken said this before on Mateo Roach's 21st and 24th games. Cris is now tied with Jonathan Fisher and Arthur Chu's number of wins. Can he break that record and tie Seth Wilson and Austin Rogers? We'll find out next month. Now on to the second chance tournament. And as always, thank you for watching.